Hey guys, so I just bought Osric Chau's Proud to Be Unique t-shirt and phone case, and there were just a few things that I wanted to say real quick about it, hopefully to help inspire you to support Osric, um, and to kind of explain why I wanted to. Um, anyway, so first, I'm double majoring in filmmaking and English at university, and so I decided to take a semester abroad and go to England this fall. Uh, and I knew for a fact that my scholarship was going to cover tuition and most fees, but I didn't know how far it would go towards housing or anything, or how I was going to pay for a plane ticket. So, beginning of the summer, I tried to get jobs. I must have applied to 15 different places, and none of them ever called back to offer me a job. And it was the same process the entire summer. Apply for a job, no phone call back. Or if I did get a phone call back, there wasn't a second one to get me a job. Um, and so I was kind of getting a little depressed and a little upset towards the beginning of August, when it got down to being only a month away from when I had to be in England. Um, when it got towards the beginning of August and I didn't have any money um, to be able to even buy a plane ticket over there. And so I was really having to come to terms with the fact that I might not be able to go this semester. Um, and that's when God kind of stepped in, and I learned that my scholarship was going to more than cover the tuition. It was going to also be able to cover my housing, and all the extra money went into my bank account, and I was able to buy a plane ticket as well. So that was all taken care of, and I still had money left over. And and so I decided to pass on the blessing. Uh, and I chose Osric's because when I first heard about it, when I first heard about the Proud to Be Unique campaign, it really resonated with me because um, in high school especially, but throughout um, throughout grade school, I had been the girl who was really passionate about books and movies and stuff, and people couldn't understand how I could remember quotes from something that I'd read, 5 years before, or watched 5 years before. It didn't really make sense to them, most of the people in my school, most of the people were concerned with sports or or vocational agriculture. Since I live in Oklahoma, that's a big thing. So they were passionate about their animals, or basketball or baseball or whatever. And here I was, wanting to make movies, and write books. And I had one teacher, my math teacher. She didn't understand why I would waste my talent in math and science to become a filmmaker. And so I never really fit in. And so that's kind of why Osric's campaign really stood out to me, is because it kind of got me, and described my personality well, and plus I love alpacas. Um, but so yeah, and I also Osric has just been a huge influence in my life personally, to when it comes to filmmaking, because I mean, his character Kevin. I mean, if you've watched Supernatural, Kevin kind of starts out pretty stereotypical, and I mean, Osric's talked about it himself too. But I just love the way that Osric took that role, and once they decided not to kill Kevin, and I mean, part of it is the writer's job as well. But Osric just took that character of Kevin and changed it from something stereotypical to something completely amazing and beautiful and sad, and it's just amazing to see. And so I watched other stuff with Osric in it, and I think Osric is a great guy, and uh, I'm really excited to see what kind of project he has in mind to do with the money that he gets from this campaign. And so when I had that extra money left over, I decided that I was going to support Osric. And at first I was just going to do the phone cases, because time was running out on the t-shirts, and I think a phone case would last longer than a t-shirt, at least for me, anyway, because I have a bad habit of, getting stains on my shirts. Um, but anyway, so I bought a case, and then after I signed up for it or whatever, the website told me that if the goal isn't reached, then I'm not charged. My bank account isn't charged, and the cases won't get made or sent out. And I didn't know that was how those campaigns worked, and that is kind of sad because I mean, Osric's t-shirt campaign has met its goal, and that's great. That's amazing. I mean, it's more than met its goal, and I think that's a real blessing for Osric. Um, but the phone cases say that only 24 have been bought, and the goal is 100. And I think we can do better than that, guys. Uh, I think as a community of people, and especially as a community of artists, um, when one of us reaches out and asks for help, funding something that they are really passionate about doing, then I think as a community we should reach back to them and help them in any way that we can. And so that's why I bought a t-shirt and a phone case, because the t-shirt I knew for sure my money would go to Osric. Uh, and it was kind of a backup in case the phone cases don't make it if they don't reach their goal. But I think we can do that. And so I just wanted to encourage you guys, if you haven't already supported Osric by buying a t-shirt or a case, and if you have the money to do so, because I completely understand money problems, and if you don't have the money, please don't feel pressure to do it. You're amazing anyway. But if you have the money and you haven't already supported Osric, I would really like to encourage you to do so, because because he's Osric, and because I think and I think he deserves it. I mean, after all the stuff that he's done, and he's been such a personal inspiration for me as well, in the way that he's really passionate about what he does, and that he's so willing to interact with the fans, and that he's willing to do small projects like the Akira project, which wasn't small, but was definitely it's a fan-based trailer for the anime Akira, if you've heard of it. Anyway, Osric is just a really great guy, and he's been a huge inspiration, and so I would like to just encourage you to support him as well. And if you're watching this, Osric, which if you are, that's completely amazing. But if you are watching this, I just want to say thanks, and continue being such an inspiration and such an amazing person. And this is me passing on a little bit of my blessing to you.